Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode, we're going to find out if IBC Totes are worth all the hype. So my first time using them, I see everybody else using them. Seems like a really good idea. I've got my efficient firewood splitting system set up over here with some IBC Totes. Let's get after it. Welcome to Man Time. As a efficiency expert, I'm constantly looking for the best and better ways to be continuously improving my operation, obviously. But I've seen a bunch of hype on the IBC Totes, and it makes sense for me because I've got a tractor with forks where I can come in, pick it up. In this scenario, what I've done is basically move the splitter over to the wood. I've got the wood ready to split, and I pack the IBC Totes right where I'm going to be able to toss them. So I'm going to be picking up, splitting, tossing. Seems like it should be pretty efficient. Let's see how the new wood splitter is going to start. It's been a little while, and we'll just go through the startup process. Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to somebody at work who was going through the same problems I was, trying to find a cheap splitter on Marketplace, and he was like, yeah, some of those log splitters go for like $1,500 for like a 25 ton, and I was like, dude, I've been there, and just go down and get you one. This one was on sale when I got it, but it's still only like $1,200. Cheaper than, you know, it's 27 ton and cheaper than what I was finding on Marketplace. It was so funny running into somebody having the exact same problem that I was having, you know. Alright, so we'll choke fuel on and full squirt on the gas. You gotta turn it on. Well, I was just figuring it out. It's probably been about 10 years. Yeah, maybe just under 10 years since I was doing firewood. And one thing that's certainly changed is me. I used to be able to pick up rounds like this, throw them in the splitter. I mean, it was heavy, and you know, but I could do it. 10 years later, I'm cutting it with a saw. I've got my Stihl MS440. Got a fresh sharp on the chain, and took the rakers down a little bit. It's cutting a lot more now, like the 272 that I've ported also. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing here, I've got a full video series on this saw and a full movie of porting this chainsaw from a box of parts with a blown up crank back to this. So check that out. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing with the IBC Totes, it does sure seem like they're filling up pretty quick. It doesn't feel like I've split that much wood, and I'm already over 3/4 full on it. So, I mean, I've still got a huge pile left. I don't know, I'm not sold yet. Oh, there. Alright, well, this is a full tote, 330 gallon tote. There's a couple different sizes. I just got the 330s. I guess maybe they're the most common. I don't know. The person that I got them from, anyways, the guy that I got them from, he works at a paint store, and they order their paint in bulk like this. And he is the, I guess, maintenance guy in charge of getting rid of these things. So he's taking the bladders out and working on them and sold them to me at a pretty good price. If you're looking to get them, I paid 30 bucks a piece for these, so I thought that was pretty good. I got 6 of them, and you know, 330 times 6, that's right around 2,000. So I'm getting 2,000 gallons worth of wood. I don't know if it makes sense to talk about wood in gallons, but it'd be nice to know how much 330 gallons of wood equals in wood terms. I don't know. Is this like a face cord? Who knows? What I am seeing though is there's a lot of air in here, and if you were to like stack them, you know, nice and neat, it'd probably be a lot more wood in there. Anyways, I have lost my efficiency, so let's move the splitter and get a little closer to the wood over there. I've also got the wheelbarrow, so I can be wheelbarrowing over, but I've taken out all the wood that was kind of where my work area was, and now I'm having to walk quite a bit, so I'm getting a little overheated. Alright, well, let's rearrange here. Yeah, I did end up finding, yeah, see what's happening here? Yeah, you go to clear this stuff out, and my axes, I ended up, dang it, see, this is how you start a fire. There's, stuff right down on the muffler. The muffler's right here. So, yeah, make sure to sweep that stuff back. I did find my old axe from the old Firewood days. I remember this this red oak being real stringy like this, and you know, you're kind of having to beat it out of the splitter. So a junky, cheap as you can find, I think this was $5 at Harbor Freight when I did get it. But loving the splitter. Yeah, loving the splitter. The hydraulic oil is getting hot. Like all this stuff, the cylinder, it's hot, and it's wintertime and it's still hot. I mean, Texas winter, you know, what can we do? All right, let's move the splitter closer to the wood. And then we can just move the IBC tote closer to the splitter. There we go. Now I've got my efficiency back. Yeah, this is a pretty nice setup here. Yeah, a lot of firewood here, and then there's firewood there and more firewood over there. So having the wheelbarrow at will, you know, I can go and get a little bit more. Alright, man, well, that is 2 totes on less than a full tank of gas. Well, I filled it up and I didn't run all the way through it. It felt like it was getting pretty low, but I think you can expect to get 2 full totes if you get the same, you know, Black Diamond 210cc, whatever the Honda clones, you know, it's about 2 totes per tank. And I was able to do like a truckload in a tank or thereabouts. The 2 totes are much less than like a full heaped over truck bed full with 8, 7, like a 6.5 foot bed like heaped over on a dually. I think there was more wood in the truck than there is, you know, in these 2. But I did end up taking that whole pile out. I moved over and ran through the whole pile. It's completely gone now. 440 got some work. Man, this saw, I like it more and more each time I run it. Now that I've got this chain just the way I like it, the saw is loving it and ripping through that wood really good. Man, can't be happier with this saw right here. Thanks again. And thoughts on the IBC totes. The IBC totes, I think they're going to be really good as far as being able to move them. For my big wood stove that's in the shop, I can set one of these right beside it, right beside my pallet racks, and just eat out of that, and then switch it out when it's empty. I think that's going to be the big benefit of these for me, even though they don't hold like as much wood as, I don't know, something else like my truck or whatever. But it's one and done, right? I can take it right from here, set it beside the wood stove, and then just feed it right out of there into the wood stove. I think they're going to be pretty good as far as functionality and efficiency in actually burning the wood. Because right now, I've got it in those racks, and I've got 2 racks now set up on the south side of the barn dominium, and then I'm also setting one up on the west side of the barn dominium. But yeah, these will be real nice to have and just pull into the shop, set it down, and load, right into the wood stove. So that's my thoughts on it. Pretty good. Don't hold as much wood as I thought they might. There's a lot of air in there, but I think they'll work out all right. Get out there, have you some man time too.